Alright, new update is live, and I found out one thing. I went ahead and bought the reset Astra coin, and when I wanted to use it on my Tolan to go for that 4-turn Apex strat, this is what I found out. Look at this. The selected Esper's Divinate and Materia are already in their default state, no need to reset. I can't even reset my Tolan, which means I can't go for the 4-turns Apex strat for now. I'm probably just gonna wait for a rewind event to use it on my Tolan, and then for the reset Astra coin, I'm gonna use it on probably Yalina, if I do decide to go for Chrono speedruns. Yeah, so I can't use it on my Tolan just yet. If I want to use it on my Tolan right now, I would need to get his Divinate at least level 1, but I don't think I'm gonna do that because that's kind of wasteful. In the meantime, there is a new event, Frozen Crucible. Okay, so there is a total of 8 floors, and per day you get this training pass that you can use to challenge the floors. And it seems like the first clear will not use any of your tickets. I'm just gonna blast it with the most OP team imaginable, with the Holy Trinity, with Elif, Feng Shun, and also Lu Sheng, and the other 2 spots are just going to be filler. So it does use like sort of a rival rune system, a preset, and you can't really use your own sets to bring in this one. I don't think it's gonna be that difficult for the first few floors, so I'm just gonna blitz through it real quick. Alright, so for this first floor, it's pretty much just certain enemy unit gains mutation effects. That's pretty much it. Okay, that's pretty easy. We just one-shot the first wave, and we got training points and also Nexus crystals as well. Oh, okay, so when you go to this next floor, it is also a free clear on the first clear, right? So you're not going to be using up your training pass. I'm going to go in with the same team again. This debuff is still the same. Certain enemy unit gains mutation, but I think we're just going to one-shot. Oh, never mind. Okay, this one has a debuff. Mutation immunity can't be debuffed. Okay. They're a lot tankier this time around. Ooh. Okay. This guy almost one-shotted my Yujing. We should not have any problems at all. Yeah. Even when the enemy cannot be debuffed, it's still just going to be pretty easy. And also, I realized that I can't really be using Yujing right here because the lowest HP unit in my team is actually Haley instead of Elif. Oh, okay, so if you want to collect the runes, you have to challenge some of these flaws right here. So this one, allied Esper's crit rate plus 60%, any excess crit rate is converted into crit damage. And then allied Esper's attack, defense, and HP plus 30%. And the next one is allied Esper always gains elemental advantage, and then damage against shimmer enemies plus 15%. I'm gonna try ahead and get the plus 60% crit rate, or you can only use 2 of the slots. I'm just gonna try Feng Shun, Jing Wei. I would assume a lot of you will have Feng Shun and Jing Wei in your account. You don't have to have a R6 Feng Shun for this to work, I think. I'm gonna be running Harmony and Brawler, and then on her, I'm gonna be going for Thunder Brawler. These two are one of the best duos that you can run because Feng Shun does provide with 3 buffs, which means that Jing Wei will follow up with the pursuit attacks if you do an attack, right? So there we go. Yeah, it's pretty easy because the enemy has also a debuff. They have increased attack, but they also take a 6-turn stun whenever they do attack. Oh, okay, so never mind. If you use an Esper right here, you won't be able to use it in the next subsequent challenges, so they are going to be locked right here, and there are a bunch of challenges to come, right? So instead of using the best duo, pretty much the best duo in the game, instead going to be using these 2 duos, Heng Yue plus this one. I think this duo is going to be very good. I think this duo should be enough damage to kill off the enemies, because the only real problem is you getting one-shotted, but once you can survive the first attack, you're pretty much good to go because they are stunned for 6 turns in total. That's the first challenge, so now I have plus 60% crit rate. Okay, so for this one, the rule is enemies attack deals extra true damage, and their damage taken is up to 10% of their max HP per turn. Alright, so for this one, I'm gonna try to run Donar, and I'll use the Nether set plus Avatara. Or, you know what? Fiery. I think this should do just fine. Yep, Donar is very tanky. You can pretty much just auto this one and I won't die. Yeah, there we go. Pretty simple. Ooh, okay, never mind. Not simple. Okay, I'll use Momo instead. I think Momo should do fine because she's gonna heal up a lot. So for this single Esper challenges, you want to use like Esper that has very high carry potential. For example, like Momo right here. You can also use Anna. I think the next one I'm gonna be using Anna. Okay, so the rule is enemy always have an elemental advantage against Flow, Wind, and Inferno Espers, while at elemental advantage, their crit rate plus 100% and attacker's miss rate plus 100% when attacking them. Okay, so for this one, you want to be using a Shimmer Esper. You can probably use Everett, or if you do have Anna, I think Anna is probably the best way to go right here. You can just use Anna for now, and later on, if they do have a better fitted stage for Anna, you can just leave this one and then retry it with a different Esper. So for now, I'm just gonna try Anna, and I'm gonna be going for Ocean Avatara, and this should do just fine because right now my miss rate is not 100% because I am a Shimmer. There we go. And also if he doesn't do, oh, he does do multi-hits, but it's fine though. Anna just seals up a lot with her S1. He also does HP cap reduction, but it doesn't seem like it's a lot. Buff blocker as well. Okay, it's getting pretty close. I only have 1 life left with Anna, 1 revive left, and I'm not getting lucky at all. For some reason, I'm not getting the block. There we go. That's 1 block. This was pretty close though. But if you do have an Anna, it's gonna be pretty easy. You can just retry it if you lose. But yeah, those are the challenges. So now I have all of the runes activated. So let's go ahead and clear all the way up to floor 8. And I'm gonna be putting Narmer in just to clear it faster. Again, I think this one is gonna be pretty easy once you get all of the runes activated. Let me see though. Maybe the power spike is insane because on floor 2 the enemies are already pretty tanky. Okay, so this guy has a buff which is when at elemental advantage the carrier's crit rate. Okay, so it's the same as the one we saw just now. Previous floor was debuff immunity, right? Alright, not a problem at all. This guy's gonna be a little bit annoying, but I have Narmer to steal the buff with his S1. Buff strip, nice, there we go. Okay, so that's pretty much it for today because the next floor is going to be in 20 hours. The first 3 floors are not that difficult and the challenge is pretty interesting. I really like the challenge because you can't really use a full team. They will give you the allocated number of Espers that you can use, and I think by the end of this, you might need to shift some of the units around. Like for example, Momo probably is not the best to be used here. You might want to use her somewhere in here maybe, right? Okay, so after clearing 3 floors, I'm at level 2. They give you 4 of each of the elemental records, 500 of divinate disc, 2 gold records, and 1 shimmer record. Not bad. And then if you do clear it all the way up to warrior's gift, you get these rewards right here. I hope this difficulty does bump up a little bit because the first 3 floors, like I said, is pretty easy. But I was using like the most OP comp in the game, which is the Holy Trinity. Maybe I'll switch it up a little bit in some of the later floors, but I don't think the first 3 floors are gonna be any trouble for any of you. So yeah, that's about it. Ciao.